What's going on, everyone? Welcome. And today we did this with the CPUs. Now we're going to do it with the GPUs. AMD is having its live event. Now I was debating, oh my gosh, look at the chat. It's on slow-mo as well, and it's just going crazy. I got to adjust my screen here so we can see some stuff. But yeah, that's insane. Look at that. That chat is nuts. Anyway, so hopefully, what we can get out of this is obviously it's going to be geared towards all the gaming. Now, as you can see, together we advance gaming. I did name this Together We Advance Mining. So, I thought that was kind of funny a little bit, but we're going to be checking this out. They'll be talking about their new GPU line, what they kind of got in store here throughout their live stream here. And hopefully what we get out of this is obviously some pricing on their GPUs, their 7000 series, as well as, a release date. Are they going to be delayed? Are they going to be on time? They never did give a release date really officially yet. So hopefully we do get that today. And there have been lots of different leaks up until now. So we'll see what happens. Let's just run a quick roll call here. I see Aussie J Mining and Crypto. Hey, Rab Mining, I'm here from Australia watching you. Nice. Awesome. What's the weather like over there? It just got snow here yesterday, almost like about 6 to 7 inches. So it's white outside overnight. It got crazy snowfall. It's about minus 12 degrees Celsius here right now. So great temperature to keep your rigs nice and cool. Now I know some of you guys heat your house. Personally, I think I save more money keeping mine cool because due to efficiency, and especially running 240 volt and stuff, I can cut almost 1,000 watts at the wall, keeping my rigs cool, than, using a little bit more power when things are warm and running it through my house. So that's just the way I go about it. I don't take that route in it, but we'll see. So we got all the money, 589. What's going on? We got Zapirate, my best friend. Oh, look at all the green. It's awesome to see all you members out and about. Wicked, looking good in the chat there, guys. We got Karen Zerwat. We got deep meditation, exercise. Oh, it looks like they're starting up here soon. Sick intro. We talk about CPU minus still. Deep medication. We got my best friend, Dan Ruggs, Horse Coin. What is going on? Rick 4, what's happening? All right, guys. So I'm going to adjust the volume, put my headset on, and we'll see what's going on here. Let me know how the volume is. Can you guys hear everything? Everything good? You guys hear that stuff? Want louder, less, more, in the middle? Just let me know what you guys want. Hey, Ajabi, what's happening? Yeah, smash that like button, guys. Okay, we don't care about their chat. We'll just full screen this right now. Let's do it. Together we had...
Welcome, and thank you all for joining us today. It's so exciting to be here back in Las Vegas in person. So thank you all for joining us and being part of our audience. And also welcome to all of you who are joining us online from around the world. So are you excited for today? We have some amazing new products to show you, so let's go ahead and get started. And you guys all know us well. At AMD, we're all about high performance and adaptive computing, and really using technology to create solutions to the world's most important challenges. Now, whether you're talking about cloud services, or 5G networks, or AI, or automotive, or PCs, AMD technology is truly everywhere, touching the lives of billions of people every single day. Now, we're in an incredibly busy time for AMD. It's an incredible period of innovation. We're in the midst of introducing actually 4 new architectures to the market across more than a dozen products. So if you look at it, we started with the Ryzen 7000 launch in September, and many of you joined us there.
Awesome CPU.
Next week, we're going to bring Zen 4 to high-end server processors, and then soon after that to notebook PCs. And we also have our Zen 4 C-Core optimized for cloud-native computing, and our next-gen XDNA architecture that are going to launch in 2023. But of course, today, it's all about gaming, and we're here to talk about our next-generation gaming architecture with RDNA 3. So now just a minute about gaming, right? We all love gaming. Gaming is really in AMD's DNA. And when you look through 2025, we're expecting 3.5 billion gamers in the world. And our goal is really to push the limits of gaming innovation to really provide the best solutions across the board together with all of our gaming partners. So whether you're talking about developers creating new games and experiences, or you're talking about the companies that are serving the content, or you're playing your games on your devices, or you're a streamer that are really trying to stream those experiences to other gamers, our mission is to bring you the best experience possible for all of your gaming platforms. Now, Ryzen processors and Radeon graphics are really at the heart of all of the world's most popular gaming devices, including the top gaming PC OEM systems, cloud gaming services, Sony PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Valve Steam Deck. We're also bringing gaming to automotive with the newest generation of Teslas. And of course, for all of the folks out there who are building your own PCs, we love the DIY market for all of the PCs that you build. Now, when you think about that, why is gaming so important to AMD? It's really all about pushing the envelope on innovation. Just over a month ago, we launched our next generation desktop PC processor, the Ryzen 7000 series, which was really the most advanced
That part should be
processors
coming
for
up here,
gaming,
Vincent.
gamers and creators. And the response has been really incredible. We have leadership performance per watt, we have phenomenal gaming and creative performance, and it's all enabled by our new Zen 4 core in 5 nanometer. Now, with Ryzen 7000, we also launched our next generation AM5 desktop platform, which has all of the latest I/O, and we're committing to delivering socket longevity on that through 2025 and beyond for lots of future upgrades. And we also know that people love AM4, and AM4 is going to continue for a long, long time. And for there, Ryzen 7 5800X3D is also a fantastic choice for gamers. Now, today, it's all about the next generation of Radeon graphics and how we deliver the future of gaming with the world's most advanced graphics architecture, RDNA 3. So let me start and tell you a little bit about RDNA 3. We really set truly ambitious goals for RDNA 3. And as you know, at the forefront for what we're doing is it's all about power and energy efficiency. And we want to make sure that we continue to innovate around performance per watt leadership to enable all of the gamer upgrades to be done with fantastic performance, but at a reasonable power. And we also wanted to significantly raise the bar in performance to support the next generation of 4K gaming and beyond, and really recognize that there are a lot of faster and higher resolution displays. And then finally, we also look at it as not just about the chip and not just about the card, but really what is the gaming experience we can bring? And that means new AMD software features, that means platform technologies, and really end-to-end solutions with our CPUs and GPUs and software coming together. So there's a lot of innovation in RDNA 3, and we'll tell you all about it today.
Let's get to it.
There's a lot been said about our new chiplet design. So let me start with our chiplet design. This is the world's first chiplet gaming GPU. Now, why did we use chiplets? Chiplets really allow us to use a modular approach to optimize the performance and efficiency of the overall design. And so with our chiplets, like we've done on the CPU side, on the GPU side, we're mixing and matching the right technology for each function. Now, the graphics compute die is a high-performance 5 nanometer technology design, and it contains all of the high-performance compute in the GPU. That includes the shaders, the display engine, and a brand new media engine as well. And then the other die is a memory cache die, and it's built in 6 nanometer process technology and includes the memory subsystem that features the GDDR6 controllers, as well as up to 96 megabytes of infinity cache. And as a result, we have just an incredible capability with more than 61 teraflops of compute. By the way, do you guys think you need 61 teraflops of compute?
More.
We also have the world's fastest chiplet interconnect to enable 5.3 terabytes per second of peak bandwidth. And that allows us to unlock the full potential of 24 gigabytes of GDDR6. So altogether, when you put that together, we have 58 billion transistors in this design, which gives us just an incredible amount of gaming performance.
What about mining performance?
It sounds like there's a few excited people out there. Okay, so now let me show you for the very first time our newest chiplet gaming GPU.
All right, here we go. Oh, the chiplet. Never mind. I thought they were going to show the actual model. The crowd is pretty
This may be
quiet.
my favorite part of my job, I think. All right, so look, as I said earlier, we set very ambitious goals for RDNA 3, especially around energy efficiency. And I'm pleased to say that we actually exceeded our goals. So our engineers did a fantastic job, and we made great improvements between RDNA 1 and RDNA 2. And with RDNA 3, we actually achieved a 54% gen over gen improvement in performance per watt. And when you put all of that together into what really matters, we're about building the best products for you. So today, I'm incredibly proud that we're going to announce our first two RDNA 3 graphics cards. The Radeon RX, the Radeon RX 7900 XTX with 24 gigabytes of GDDR6 and the 7900 XT with 20 gigabytes. So you can imagine these are just incredible gaming cards. So now I'm going to turn it over to Sam, Scott, and Frank that are going to take you through all of the exciting product details. Sam?
Sam, come on out, Sam. So while we wait for Sam, I just want to point out, I seen a video cards and some other rumor that allegedly the 6000 to the 5 or the 6000 to the 7000 series is a ×2 increase in performance. So imagine if we saw a ×2 mining performance. Probably won't happen. That'd be insane. That's 100% increase, not a 20 or 30. All right, let's see what this guy has to say.
To achieve this vision, we have brought unprecedented innovation to all aspects of the design. Now, it's my privilege to hit on a few of those highlights for you this morning. The first and most evident innovation is that we have leveraged our industry-leading expertise in chiplets, honed on our Ryzen and EPYC lines, to bring chiplet architecture to GPUs. The magic of chiplet design is being able to use the right technology for the right job.
An FPGA.
We created
building us some
two
FPGAs,
very different
guys,
chiplets
in the form of
connected
a
with
GPU.
high bandwidth interconnects specific to graphics. With the graphics compute die, we spin that precious 5nm silicon where it matters, in the core GPU engine, where all the computation occurs to enable great performance and performance per watt.
Could these be two
For that
new
small
Raven
memory
coin
cache
monsters?
die, we use the mature 6nm technology to implement the GDDR6 memory interfaces and our second generation Infinity Cache. These diminutive but powerful MCDs feature a second generation Infinity Cache, each connected to 64 bits of high-speed GDDR6 memory, combined up to a width of 384 bits.
If EVGA got on
We've
board with
tuned this Infinity
AMD,
Cache
that would
to
be
enable better data
insane. That'd be
reuse
awesome.
with less capacity to accomplish several
And
things. for us.
Sapphire would definitely, you know.
With the high hit rates,
they already got the
most of
Sapphire's
the
the
memory
EVGA of
and this
AMD,
delivers
so
data to the
it'd be
engine in
interesting to
less
see
time
those two go head to head.
and uses less power than going out to DRAM. With our high bandwidth Infinity Fabric chiplet interconnect, we've increased the peak bandwidth from our RDNA 2 implementation by an astonishing 2.7 times.
Core heavy.
And that's where that 5.3 terabytes per second number you just heard comes from. These support the gaming at the highest resolutions. So now I want to take you a little bit deeper, click down into that graphics compute die, which is built around our new RDNA 3 compute units, where we've continued with our area-efficient unified architecture that shares resources between rendering, AI, and ray tracing to make most effective use of each transistor. In addition, contained within this GCD is a key part of delivering a great gaming experience, driving the latest displays with massive refresh rates for high-resolution gaming. All of the latest media formats are in there with our media and display engines.
I am very
Now,
excited for
engine,
this
which
gen
is
of
the new
AMD
unified RDNA
GPUs
3
for sure.
compute unit,
It's going to be interesting to see when they
specifically
drop,
optimized
as well as
for
prices.
high-resolution gaming. The key word here is unified, which means we have a tightly integrated unit which shares resources to deliver the most power and area-efficient performance. We've tuned it to provide the right blend of flexible, highly efficient stream processing, additional AI acceleration capabilities, and greatly enhanced ray tracing acceleration. All of this is fed by a general purpose register file with 50% more capacity than the RDNA 2 design, which boosts the performance of all the functions. To deliver this well-rounded feature set, we've leveraged 5nm to the fullest to pack 54% more transistors in less area, increasing our density by 165%. Well, as every chip designer knows, it's a lot of transistors. And as every chip designer knows, smaller is faster and more power efficient. And so this enables RDNA 3 to deliver even a better gaming experience. Now, looking at the stream processors, we took a huge step in RDNA 3 by going to dual issue Wave 32 units. This enables us to better utilize the data path
price is
by
a big
issuing
deal
two
here.
different
I have a
instructions
feeling
down
they're going
each
to undercut the
32-lane
NVIDIA.
SIMD,
So
or
if they can
we
come
use
in
them
cheaper,
parallel
I
like we
think
did
that's what
in
they're going to try to
RDNA 2.
shoot for. But we'll see what
We
happens.
can issue different integer or floating point operations down each SIMD data path, mixing and matching based on the workload demand. Net result is faster frame render times for higher FPS from better utilization.
The
of all
only
functions
issue
in
I have with AMD
and it
is
handles
their
now 2
drivers.
times
They
more
need a new
instructions.
driver guy. They should steal someone from NVIDIA.
So
for
we
drivers.
have also greatly enhanced the RDNA AI acceleration. And AI, of course, enables a host of capabilities that are growing in importance to the gaming community. And we've increased the AI throughput for commonly used math functions, which, while integrating these tightly within our unified compute unit. These share the same register files, caches, and instruction scheduling as the stream processors. And the enhancements provide up to a 2.7x increase in AI performance in the most area and power efficient way possible, setting RDNA 3 up to exploit the current and future uses of AI. The final enhancement to mention to our compute unit is the ray tracing acceleration, which is built on new instructions in the shader and support for DXR ray flags and many
Good
improvements for ray
guesses
box
down
sorting
there.
and
Hello,
traversal.
Petroball. What's going
Amplifying all of this is the ability to enable more rays in flight with that 50% larger general purpose register file that I mentioned before,
Hey,
combined
DJ
with larger
Bides, what's
L0 and
happening?
L1 caches to back it up. These improvements provide compelling gains for ray trace gaming content with up to 50% more performance per compute unit. Next, I want to introduce you to our Radiance display engine, featuring the industry's first DisplayPort 2.1 and a high-performance gaming graphics card. This DisplayPort enables 480 hertz refresh rates at 4K resolution and up to 165 at 8K. And the 12 color bits per channel enables an incredible 68 billion colors.
$25,000 8K
amazingly
monitor.
realistic images and graphics.
12-inch.
And with the display link bandwidth of up now to 54 gigabits per second, we have doubled that bandwidth per port over RDNA 2. And this supports the unprecedentedly high refresh rates at the highest resolutions. In support of the latest media formats and standards, we have a new dual media engine, and it supports 2 simultaneous encode or decode streams.
Yeah, that's true. NVIDIA is missing the
ABC
2.1. Watch them. They're sitting in their seats right now. We're going to hear a
while also
4080
leveraging
delay
AI
because now they're going to
enhancements to
update
improve
all their
video encoding and conference quality.
display ports and everything on it.
And by greatly increasing the frequency inside the media engine, we delivered up to 1.8x the performance versus RDNA 2, reducing export times almost in half. Now a bit more about clock speeds. These are obviously critical to performance, and most workloads that we have found and analyzed are actually more limited by the front-end work distribution and command processing than by our high-performance shader engines. So we recognize that we could utilize higher frequencies in a smarter, more power-efficient way by using our new to RDNA 3 decoupled shader engine frequencies to run only the front end at a typical 2.5 gigahertz, while the shaders operate at a more efficient 2.3 gigahertz, which is still 15% higher than RDNA 2 at launch. With this sort of advanced power management, we deliver the maximum frames per second while also saving up to 25% power. This contributes to our remarkable 54% product level performance per watt gain.
Hash per watt.
With the higher frequency and the new dual issue RDNA 3 compute units, we enable a 2.7x leap in raw compute power. You heard it from Lisa, a remarkable 61.6 teraflops of performance in this engine. Well, putting it all together, we have delivered on our vision by inventing the world's first chiplet-based gaming GPU, enabling the optimal use of 5-nanometer technology.
As if they're going to admit
delivering
that.
15% higher frequencies at 54% better power efficiency. Our advanced chiplet interconnect provides an amazing 2.7x leap in peak bandwidth to feed that 60-plus teraflop engine. The new unified RDNA3 compute units have twice the instructions per clock, enabling them to fully utilize our data paths and provide incredibly high performance for rendering, ray tracing, and AI applications in the most power and area efficient way.
And meow.
We connect this rendering horsepower to the industry's first GPU DisplayPort 2.1 to support massive refresh rates and include the encode and decode for all the latest media standards. The result is what we set out to achieve, the most advanced GPU optimized for gamers and creators. Now I'd like to hand it over to Scott, who will tell you more about this incredible product.
What's up, gamers? How is everybody doing today?
Miners. You said that wrong. You hear that? He always
Oh,
messes
we've been
that
working
up.
on this
What's
for
up?
3 years,
Miners,
hundreds
he
of
meant.
thousands, if not millions of hours in our
Yeah, he looks like a
engineering group.
miner.
And I'm sure they're tuning in today, but I can't be more proud of what they've been able to
Kind
create
of looks
for
like
you.
hobbyists a little bit,
for
huh?
us, and it's
Maybe
gonna
they're
be a great
cousins,
time.
brothers.
Now,
He's a miner.
I know
That
what
guy's
you
a
want to
miner.
see: performance, price, and availability. Is that right? Do you want to see that? Sounds good, but you're going to have to stay for a little bit to get availability and price, but I'll show you performance. I'll show you some performance. So today, 4K sets the standard where enthusiast GPUs are measured. According to IDC, in the last 5 years, there is 3 times increase in shipments of 4K monitors. And the Radeon RX 7900 XTX is going to be the perfect card to power your games at 4K. In pure rendering, the 7900 XTX
I still only
is up
play
to
at 1440,
1.7
so
times faster
4K is
than our
above what
previous
I do.
generation flagship GPU. And in ray tracing, we are seeing up to 1.6 times more performance in native 4K. What do you think? Now that you've seen the performance, allow me to introduce the Radeon RX 7900 XTX.
Oh, let's look at it. There we go. How big is it? It's not that big compared to what I was
Take
expecting.
a good look. We've spent a lot of
That's
time
small.
optimizing this car, but more importantly, making sure that you're going to be proud when you put it into your rig. Absolutely
it's tiny.
fantastic. This gaming card is built to provide exciting performance in
Compared
4K
to like a
resolution
4090?
and beyond. RDNA 3 based
That thing's
GPUs
small and
are like
packs a
no other.
punch. Look at
It
that.
features
That's nuts.
96 unified RDNA 3 compute units running at 2.3 gigahertz game clock, and it comes with 24 gigabytes of GDDR6 with 384-bit support. This card is future-ready with AV1 encode and decode for streaming and video export, and it has the latest DisplayPort 2.1 technology for up to 4K 480 frames per second or 8K 165 frames per second gaming capabilities. All, ladies and gentlemen, with a board
looks
power
pretty
of
sweet.
just 355 watts. The XTX.
355 watts TDP. That's like 50% less than NVIDIA.
Today, we are also announcing the Radeon RX 7900 XT, a massive leap in performance over the last generation.
Wow.
It features 84 unified compute units running
Now,
at a
this
game
thing can
clock of 2
hash.
gigahertz.
NVIDIA
It
is
comes with
game
20
over.
gigabytes of 320-bit GDDR6 memory with the same support for AV1 and DisplayPort 2.1. The 7900 series gaming cards are industry leaders in performance per watt. There is no need to
No,
rebuild your
Vincent,
desktop.
there's no memory.
No need to
algos really
upgrade your
left.
case, and there's no need
If you think about
for a
it,
new power adapter.
everything's pretty much core based now. Yeah, you have some ETH hash coins out there,
Yep.
but those are ASIC.
We made it
overrun.
as easy as pulling out your old card and putting in a new one. Previous generation enthusiast GPUs, including those recently launched by our competitor, only support DisplayPort 1.4. Gamers who purchase these graphics cards will see limited frame rates. But with the RX 7900 series of GPUs, it'll allow you to actually see the frames you are paying for when you upgrade to a DisplayPort 2.1 monitor. If you are paying that much money for a brand new gaming card, you should demand a GPU that will allow you to game into the future. And only the 7900 series can give you that. And starting in early 2023, an incredible new generation of displays at a range of resolutions from leading display vendors will start rolling out to gamers. including this sneak peek from our friends at Samsung with their brand new Odyssey Neo G9, expected to be the first DisplayPort 2.1 8K, I'll say that again, 8K, ultra widescreen gaming monitor ever. What do you think? More
AMD
details
sponsored
on the
by
design and
Samsung.
specs will be unveiled soon at CES in January of 2023. And to power high refresh rate gaming displays, both today and your future upgrades, we've developed a suite of powerful software enhancements, which includes technologies such as Fidelity FX, Super Resolution, and Smart Access Memory. Combined with our new unified RDNA 3 compute units, the Radeon RX 7900 series delivers the next generation of high refresh rate gaming. AMD's Fidelity FX Super Resolution, or FSR, technology works on all modern GPUs to provide high fidelity visuals and incredible frame rates. In just 16 months, FSR will be available in 216 games, proving just how compelling open technologies are for the entire industry. Our latest update, FSR 2.2, reduces super resolution temporal ghosting, not only the artifacts on fast-moving objects, and it'll also be available in Forza Horizon 5 soon. Now, 1440p gaming displays with high refresh rates continue to be one of the fastest growing choices for gamers.
He's wearing
With the
RDNA
7900
3.
XTX
The
and Apex
RDNA is
Legends,
kind of hard to see.
you will be able to
but
reach
it
the
was there when
game's
he
hard
first
frame
came
rate cap of 300 frames per second. And in other popular titles, the 7900 XTX can push your games to its limits. Games like Overwatch 2 and Valorant are great examples of why DisplayPort 2.1 is so important. Now, there's finally a gaming card to drive 300 to 800 frames per second gaming on
Seriously,
ultra high refresh
If you're
rate
running
displays.
100 to 800
Now, at
frames per
4K,
second,
the
are you going to
7900
notice that
XTX
other
is the
than
card to get.
the number in the top
By
right
turning
corner
on
of your
max
screen
settings in
showing you
AAA
you're doing
games
that?
and using FSR upscaling, you
I
can
don't think
hit
it matters.
triple-digit performance. It even makes playing competitive esports titles at 4K a real possibility. Hundreds of frames in your games at 4K resolution. Now,
There it is,
I'm not
RDNA 3,
saying
you
that
can see it now.
would, but you could play games with RX 7900
I think the
XTX
human
that go
eye is
beyond
really, it's
today's
only like
8K
30
60
frames per
hertz limits.
second. So
In Dawn of
theory,
Ragnarok,
anything
the latest
above 30
expansion to
frames, your
Ubisoft's
eye doesn't
acclaimed
even notice in the
Assassin's
first
Creed
place.
Valhalla, with FSR paired with the 7900 XTX, you'll be able to get 96 frames per second at a crisp 8K resolution. It's truly incredible to see and experience. The RX 7900 series can power the next generation of displays
What?
like 8K
8,000
ultra
mega
wide
hash? Is
or
that what
high
he said?
refresh rate 8K displays above 60 hertz. Next generation RDNA 3 compute units, new levels of memory bandwidth combined with the latest upscaling technologies deliver the performance to power these incredible experiences. A lot of gamers are excited about features like ray tracing in their games. Today, I'm excited to announce that DirectX ray tracing is coming to one of the most popular franchises in the world, Halo Infinite by 343 Industries. Halo Infinite will now support ray trace shadows across arena and big team battle modes, and players with AMD hardware will notice improved lighting, sharper shadows, and increased performance on RX 7000 series platforms with ray tracing acceleration. DXR will be available in Season 3, so look for it in your graphics settings
Maybe
soon.
it's just me, but when I'm
And with the
getting
RDNA 3
sniped
architecture,
and,
real-time
massive
ray
under
tracing
fire,
performance
the last
has
thing I'm
greatly
looking at is
improved
what's my
generation over
shadow look
generation.
like.
In Dying Light 2, with ray tracing features turned to the max, the 7900 XTX delivers performance above 60 frames per second with FSR at 4K. Cyberpunk and Hitman 3 also have significant performance uplifts, giving you the performance you need to stay immersed in your game. But today we're also announcing a technical partnership with the Callisto Protocol coming in December. This third-person survivor horror game, developed by Striking Distance Studios, features incredible lighting and shadow effects, along with movie-quality textures and animations to set the eerie mood in this sci-fi experience.
I still think in the end it comes down
Ray
to
tracing is
AMD
used to full
drivers.
effect here,
Are they going to be
with
broken?
shadows, translucency, and glossy refractions coming together to capture
If
the
you're
most
crashing
subtle
all the
details
time,
that
then
create
that's
giant
still
leaps in
not
realism.
that great.
At 4K and higher resolution, the Radeon RX 7900 series is optimized to deliver incredible frame rates to power this experience. Now, next, we are also announcing a technical partnership with Luminous Productions and their action RPG, Forspoken, launching in January. Luminous Productions has created some truly breathtaking visuals in a fully realized fantasy world, powered by hybrid ray tracing for realistic lighting and shadows on the characters and environments. Forspoken looks and runs incredibly fast thanks to its implementation of Fidelity FX features, including FSR, variable rate shading, ambient occlusion, and downsampler, all optimized for Radeon. We've worked closely with game studios to optimize for the next generation of games. At Ubisoft, Snowdrop has been in development for over a decade and is one of its most important gaming engines. This is the same engine utilized across a variety of PC and multi-platform titles, from Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope to Tom Clancy's Division 2.
Yeah,
By the
I've
way,
been looking into a
personal
new
favorites,
monitor myself, but I don't know
with the
what.
Bullet
The
King,
current monitor I
play the
have
game,
now is about
you'll know.
155 hertz, but
Today,
I don't
we are
know.
announcing our
it's
partnership
it's
with their next
1440. I don't have a
generation
4K
engine.
monitor.
This tech demo is beautifully rendered with global illumination, blur reflections, and shadows, in addition to other effects that the Snowdrop engine uses, such as volumetric weather effects and micro detail rendering. We've worked with Ubisoft to add a highly optimized AMD ray tracing implementation that unlocks even smarter ray processing than DXR alone can provide. With high-performance ray tracing enabled on a 7900 XTX, we are getting frame rates above 80 frames per second at 4K with FSR2. We're excited to see the Snowdrop engine come to life in major upcoming titles, including Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, Splinter Cell, and Ubisoft's Star Wars project. Right? Let's go, indeed. With the announcement of Unreal Engine 5, a lot of gamers, including myself, are excited to see what new games and experiences will be created in this popular engine. UE5 is optimized to take full advantage of our unified RDNA 3 compute units with excellent ray tracing and rasterization performance. In this UE5 sample, optimized for Radeon, we're able to hit an average of 60 frames per second at 4K with FSR2 enabled. Even with the resounding success of FSR2, we won't stop there. I'm excited to show you a preview of a brand new version of Fidelity FX super resolution technology, appropriately named FSR3.
Okay, let's see.
FSR3 combines our best-in-class temporal super resolution technology and our new AMD Fluid Motion
Show
Frames
hash
technology to
rates.
deliver more frames per
Do
second
it.
in your games. Fluid Motion Frames increases FPS when using very demanding settings. FSR3 will provide up to a 2 times increase in frames per second at 4K resolution over FSR2, a significant boost across your supported games, and will be coming to PC gamers in 2023. To give an idea on what's possible with our brand new generation of gaming cards, I'd like to show you what Sava and his small team of artists were able to create using a standard animation pipeline to build their dark sci-fi fantasy film, Beckoning, an Unreal Engine in just 4 months. Let's hear from Sava.
My name is Sava Živković. I wrote and directed Beckoning, and I want to briefly talk about how Unreal Engine 5 and AMD are empowering small teams to create cinema-class animated films. In Unreal Engine 5, Lumen and Nanite shine with the Radeon RX 7900 XTX, allowing us to walk around completely lit environments and characters and to explore the shots. This significantly speeds up the production and enables us to make creative decisions at the speed of thought. You can change the lighting, character or environment placement, or entirely change the camera angle if you so desire. This amount of speed and flexibility is unprecedented in traditional animation pipelines, and is one of the main reasons why I personally believe producing feature-length animation with smaller teams is now a reality. And when it comes to high-fidelity output, the FSR Movie Render Queue plugin upscales the final frame rendering to 4K or even 8K. CG animation has never been as fast and as fun.
Pretty cool. By the way, in reviewing that video, it sure does make it look easy to create a new movie, doesn't it? But it does. I don't think it is. The Radeon RX 7900 series are the most advanced gaming GPUs. First of all, they are easy to upgrade into your existing gaming rig. They feature industry-leading enthusiast GPU support for next-generation displays. They will deliver ultra-high frame rates in both
Oh,
native
see how
and
it said
upscale
up to
games. And of course,
355
comes with up to
watts? So the
24
other
gigabytes
version of
memory
that
to
7900
drive the next generation
uses a
of
little
games
bit
and
more
advanced
power by
workloads.
the looks of things.
All of our innovations enable the 7900 XTX to deliver an incredible leap in performance of up to 1.7 times faster 4K gaming. Now, let me invite Frank Azor to the stage to show you how the Radeon RX 7900 series powers the next generation of gaming and streaming experiences.
His name
Frank?
Frankazoid?
I am incredibly excited to be here with you guys today. It's just been so long since we've been able to all be together and to do this the way it deserves to be done, right? In person and just with all these incredible games and visuals behind us. What do you guys think about the new graphics cards? Awesome, right?
Yeah. Go Team Red.
Don't worry, Scott's going to come back and tell you when you're going to be able to get them and what they're going to be priced at, okay? I promise. But they're incredible graphics cards. But you know what's even more incredible is that at AMD, you get more than just a great graphics card. We're committed to building the absolute best gaming, creating, and streaming experiences. I'm going to share with you today a little bit about some of our latest developments of how we're pulling it all together to bring you the next generation of PCs. Great hardware, as you've seen today, deserves great software. And AMD Adrenalin is your software interface for harnessing the full potential of your AMD-powered system. We're committed to bringing you an Adrenalin software that you can depend on.
Okay.
And that offers
let's hope
you
so.
state-of-the-art features and next-level gaming experiences, as well as streaming and for creating. If you're not already familiar with AMD Adrenalin, let me catch you up real quickly to what you've been missing.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Adrenalin is your hub for just about everything. You
Hopefully
can
these ones
find and
work.
launch your games, plus monitor your stats and performance across all the games on your system, all from one home screen. You can customize your Radeon settings for each game, as well as record and stream those games right from within the UI. You can even turn your system into its own personal game server and connect your smartphone, tablet, or another Windows PC to play your games remotely from anywhere.
Hey,
And of
we
course,
can run nodes.
you can take full control
They got node
over your AMD
software in there
graphics
too.
card and your Ryzen CPU and tune them for maximum performance and efficiency. Adrenalin, it's simply awesome. But there's probably two things that I love most about Adrenalin. First, it's the fact that all these features are within one unified UI. And second, it's a completely unlocked experience, meaning we don't force you to create an account. You're not going to be monitored by us. You're not going to be tracked. You can just access all these features. You can customize your system to your content and just play the games you love, because that's what you deserve. So let me talk to you about some of the upcoming features you can expect from the next version of Adrenalin. Existing features like Radeon Super Resolution, Radeon Boost, and Anti-Lag are huge performance amplifiers for your gaming experience.
Yeah.
But let's be
Clapped
honest,
himself.
most of us don't want to have to learn about each new feature, how it works, which games it works on, which features work best with one another. When we finally get some time to sit down and game, it's just too much complexity to deal with. I just want to get in the game and I want to play. So we heard you. To simplify all this, we're introducing HyperRX mode. With HyperRX, we've redeveloped these performance boosting technologies to all work together and at the same time, compounding their benefits and giving you a one-click experience to improve frame rate and latency.
I got a better idea. How
And the
about
game
just have
Dying
it
Light
run
2?
off the get-go instead of changing stuff?
Just to give you
Turn
an
it on,
example,
plug it
the
in,
game
hit the play
Dying Light
button,
2, we're seeing
160
performance
frames.
improvements with HyperRX up to 85% with 1/3 of the latency. It's incredible.
We promise we won't track you.
So
That's
look forward to
hilarious.
HyperRX coming out early next year.
It's the thing now.
You can
People are just
experience it yourself.
know that it happens. So
All right, so
they'll
let's
say,
talk
"Ah,
about
whatever."
what are we doing to help improve your recording and your streaming experience. OBS, as many of you know, is the leading video recording and live streaming platform out there, and it's used by some of the world's most successful and popular streamers. Well, we've partnered with OBS to improve video streaming quality across all bit rates on Radeon RX 6000 and 7000 series graphics cards. Additionally, with the new AMD RDNA 3 media engine, we've added AV1 hardware encoding, improving quality and transforming live streaming. In this example, we're looking at a recorded image of Halo, captured with OBS on the Radeon 7900 XTX graphics card. Both images were captured at the same 3.5 megabit per second bitrate. As you can see behind me, the quality of the stream and the text within it is visibly pixelated. But with the addition of our AV1 hardware encoding, updated pre-analysis and pre-filtering algorithms, plus our OBS optimizations, the playback quality substantially improves, providing a clear, sharp, and a smooth viewing experience. Additionally, with Xilinx AI and content adaptive machine learning technology, we've integrated that into the AMD framework.
Xilinx
and it's
AI,
been trained to learn,
cough, cough,
predict, and
FPGA
target
manufacturer.
small text and menus, making them legible again, especially when streaming at low bit rates and resolutions up to 1080p. The new AMD RDNA 3 media engine reaches beyond streaming, though. With our dedicated AV1 hardware processing, video encoding is up to 7 times faster than software, even at ultra-high resolutions like 8K. Support for the RDNA 3 media engine will be available across applications like Adobe Premiere Pro, FFmpeg, Handbrake, and in upcoming releases of OBS. And then for video creators, any video creators in the audience? Anybody create video? You're gonna love this. So we're introducing something we call Smart Access Video. Smart Access Video works with select applications when you pair the Ryzen 7000 series with the new Radeon 7000 series. And unlike other platforms that can really only make use of either your CPU or your GPU's video compression engines, Smart Access Video distributes the encoding and decoding workloads across both your Ryzen CPU and your Radeon graphics card's video compression engines.
Isn't that like the same thing they tried to promote with the 6000 series and the 5000 series CPUs?
Smart Access Video reduces parallel
current editor
times
I do
by
use right
nearly
now for
1/3.
videoing, for rendering
Smart
my
Access
videos.
Video
It
will
already
be
does
available
that
across
right now
applications
between
like OBS,
my
Premiere
NVIDIA
Pro,
and my AMD.
FFmpeg,
It
and
uses
more starting in
both
December.
depending on what
So next.
is being decoded.
Let me share with you how we're bringing all these technologies and all this greatness together for you into our AMD Advantage solutions. So when we first introduced Advantage laptops, we raised the bar of what defines just a great portable gaming experience. And Advantage laptops have been carefully designed and developed with our partners.
This might be interesting though, because I do have the 7950X. So slapping one of these 7900s in with
right
it,
now from your favorite OEM.
confirm if this stuff actually works. That'd be,
and look, nothing
that might be good
compares
for my
to
workstation.
building your own desktop if you can. All right, but for those of us that maybe
Depending
don't have
on
the time, the
drivers.
experience, or the will to do so right now, we've applied the great AMD Advantage design framework that we applied to laptops originally, and we're bringing that to desktops now. We've partnered with several leading system integrators to bring you these turnkey solutions, so that whether you're gaming, you're streaming, or creating, Advantage desktops have been designed and developed with our partners to be the best desktops you'll find in the market. All the incredible performance you saw here today from the 7900 XTX, well, that's what you can expect with Advantage desktop systems. It starts by pairing our Ryzen 9 processor and our Radeon XTX graphics card. Then we amplify that performance with our smart technologies, including Smart Access Memory and Smart Access Video, as well as the full feature set of Adrenalin software, including Radeon Super Resolution, AMD Noise Suppression, HyperRX, and more. But Advantage goes even further than that by ensuring every component, from the motherboard to the NVMe drives to the memory, the power supply, all the rest, they all work seamlessly together, and they're all tuned for maximum performance with every design and quality metric followed. Next, we focus on each system delivering its full graphics potential. We know that peak visual quality and performance are incredibly important to gamers. So Advantage desktops have been thermally designed, reliably powered, and rigorously tested to ensure that they deliver on the highest resolution and refresh rate experiences possible on the 7900 XTX. And it all comes together when you pair them with one of the over 2,500 AMD FreeSync monitors available, allowing you to experience the most demanding games at their smoothest and highest settings. And of course, each Advantage desktop is built to game, with a full configuration of premium components, all tuned and tested reliably to give you maximum performance every single time. We're really excited to be working with all of these partners on bringing you the first generation of Advantage desktops. It's been awesome to be here with you guys today. This is a historic moment. Thank you so much for your time. Let me welcome Scott back on the stage.
All right, here we go.
Okay, are you ready? All right, what an incredible day of announcements that will transform the future of
Here we go.
graphics in games. The AMD Radeon 7900 series, built for extreme performance to drive 4K and 8K high refresh rate gaming monitors, powered by the world's most advanced gaming graphics architecture, RDNA 3. Here we go. Starting December 13th, 2022, you'll be able to purchase the 7900 XTX for
Delayed.
$999.
XTX 999. That's the
The
big
world's
one.
fastest gaming card under $1,000. Also on December 13th, 2022, you'll be able to purchase the 7900 XT for $899. $999
There
and
you go.
$899. The world's most advanced gaming GPUs powering your gaming rig for years to come. That's
So it
the
is
end of our show.
delayed.
Thank
Just
you for
like
joining us
I
today.
released a
and we
video
can't
a
wait to
little
get
while
these
ago
gaming
about a
cards in your hands in
potential late
December.
delay here.
Have a great rest of your day.
Mid-December. Yeah, it sounds like it's coming later than expected. Is that it? It's over? Well, there is. We're like out of here. Bye. Have a great rest of your day. See you later. Alright, I guess they're over. There we go. AMD. What are these guys saying? RMP. Oh. RMP NVIDIA. RMP NVIDIA. Look at all the chat in here. RMP NVIDIA. RIP NVIDIA Hall of Flame. Rest in peace NVIDIA. $600 less would need to be very bad for not to loop NVIDIA. Yeah, that's a crazy good price point. What did the 4080s and stuff release or 4090s come in at? NVIDIA is dying right now. 355 watts. Definitely buying the 7900 XTX. These people are saying great. Poor NVIDIA. Looking forward to benchmarks. $700 budget card. When? Rest in peace, NVIDIA. Yeah, crazy guys. A lot of RIP NVIDIA's going on there in the chat. All right, let's jump back into this. Do some final thoughts here. What do you guys think about this? What are your guys' thoughts, huh? What do they say? $999 for the top of the line 79 XTX, which is, someone said there, what, $1,500, like $600 less than a 4090. TDP of 300 to 355 watts, so we're like 50% less power here. If these things even can do about 80 to 90% of the performance of an NVIDIA, AMD just blew NVIDIA out of the water. In efficiencies, in price, like who cares about the extra 20 frames per second if you're saving $500-600? Mining performance, we still have to see how that works, but this is looking, yeah, NVIDIA is probably definitely bashing their heads against the wall right now in their office. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Are we going to see a delay? We got to slash prices. We got to add 2.1 display ports. We got to, I don't know. NVIDIA, I think, is going to be losing this round here in terms of GPUs, which is probably why they came out and said they want to run into the 5000 series. Their next gen. They're already pretty much calling the 4000 series a wipe. And based on rumors and stuff previously, AMD dropped that 4090 ahead of AMD's release here, because they kind of had an idea what was going on. And imagine if they both came out on the same day, we would probably see a lot more sales, a lot less sales for the 4090, with, if they would have dropped same day or something. So NVIDIA trying to, drop everything pretty much a month before AMD even announced what was going on. Seems like, as a business standpoint, a good idea. Now it's game over. And it's right in time for Christmas too. AMD is dropping mid-December. they're probably trying to get right in there, announcing all this stuff so that, the people will be lining up, getting their pre-sales in, their orders, their wait times right at Christmas time. So NVIDIA dropped the ball up this time around. It's going to be interesting to see what's going on. It is a monster. It is a monster on Eth. What's a monster on Eth? 4090? Probably. It will be, yeah, it'll still be 1,500 Canadian. That's still fairly high, $9.99 USD to Canadian. That's still, 1373. The 999 conversion is $1,300. Now, we're still probably going to have, it'll probably be about $1,500 to $1,600 Canadian, because we always still end up paying above what that conversion rate is. But I was surprised when it came down to the CPUs. We saw the same thing with the 7000 series CPUs. They came in fairly cheap than what we were expecting as well. The only issue with the 7000 series CPUs is we got to upgrade our motherboards. We got to upgrade the RAM, pretty much everything, all the expensive components all need new parts. But, who knows? That was a hype thing. Mixing that 7000 series, I have the 7950X in my workstation. If this works good for video rendering and how they talk to each other, which we saw them kind of promoting the 5 and 6000 series together with their RDNA 2 and 5000 series CPUs with their SAM and everything. And this is supposed to be a little better, and they got the video integration. It might be a better option for me to go with the new 7000 series GPU as well. Again, who knows? Again, it comes down to price. December is a rough time for everybody. Christmas, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, but definitely be something to check out. Lovelace boom costs are ridiculous. The 7900 XTX. What is this? Guess who is getting the new 7900 XTX when it comes out in Australia? You guys are pumped, huh? You guys seems like you're very, I forgot Canada computers tax. Yeah, you guys seem very pumped about this AMD line. It is fairly, I'm pretty excited too, actually, for it. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if I want to drop the hammer on this GPU or not, but I'm really debating it. I'm really thinking about it. I do have a 3090 currently hanging out in the workstation. I'm going to go through, kind of do some comparison on specs and stuff sometime today, maybe tomorrow, get an idea what we're looking at. But, it looks really, really for sure looking good. You have two RX 6800s, two 3070s, and a 3060 across my family rigs. And the 6800s are way more stable. Red team all the way. AMD is a monster on Eth. Boom, equals bill of materials. I don't need a 7900X, but I really want one. Yeah, a lot of it, you don't need it, but we want it. So, it comes down to pricing. Obviously, if you want a next-gen GPU, the pricing is definitely cheaper than NVIDIA's release on their 4000 series. Now, it's going to be interesting how the mid-tiers are going to play out. How is NVIDIA going to price its 4080s, 4070s, and so on? And what's AMD going to release for its mid-tier 68, 6700s? And who knows, they might even do a 7600 or something. I don't know. It's going to be interesting stuff for sure. What will the 7950 XTX look like next year? Oh, yeah, that's right. They always release that little buff version, which I guess we'll probably wait. AMD or NVIDIA will have to release its 4090 Ti. And then we'll see the 7950 XTX. But yeah, that's interesting. That's a good question. What will it look like next year? Is that going to be the 600 watt beast, 500 watt beast? I don't know. Now let's think about this for a minute. It is still looking like a lot of these rumors are fairly accurate. And these rumors were ones that were coming in, like 6 months ago from leakers. Now, AMD, they were doing their pretty much what they want to do with CPUs. Now, they did drop out the multi-chip thing. They do kind of have it going on with the memory and everything, but they kind of want to do what they're doing with their CPUs. And because it's their own chip architecture and everything, they're configuring it from scratch, and they're trying to get the efficiency involved here. Now, NVIDIA caught wind of this whole situation, and that's why we're running into probably the flop that NVIDIA is in this latest gen, where they pretty much just upgraded the 3000 series a little bit, then overclocked the crap out of everything, And then that's where this high power consumption came from, because you're overclocking things that draws more and more power, resulting in less in efficiencies. It's less. So that's what we see going on here. And then we saw the 4080 16 gig rumors, 4080 12 gigabyte rumors, and the 16 gigabytes are severely outperforming the 12 gigabyte versions, even though they're all supposed to be the 4080 family. So they don't really know what they have for GPUs. So now they're trying to test everything. This is a 4080, this is a 4070. They don't even know what they got in terms right now. They just threw everything out, showed some numbers, released the 4090 before AMD revealed anything public. And now AMD is public and things are looking good. Those GPUs are looking pretty good. They're coming in a lot cheaper than the 4090, and they're also 50% more efficient. Their TDP of 300 to 355 watts versus like 600 watts. The rumors are looking fairly accurate right now. So this is very interesting to see. And yeah, NVIDIA is, I think that's a wash. I think they lost this round, but we don't know until we actually see some hash rate numbers. AMD has big issues with their drivers. That's another thing that's going to play a major role here is, you know, these GPUs can perform and do all they want, but if they're crashing all the time, you're getting driver issues and it's not playing well with things like they show. That's another thing that may be a bad thing. So, you know, hopefully they get a new driver guy and the drivers are actually working well. And hopefully these GPUs actually do perform. Because if they do, you know, obviously it sounds like a lot of you guys want these already. So it's going to be very interesting. Yes, and the old style power connectors. They're sticking with the 8 pins, the double 8 pins. Now this is going to vary by AIB. We could see Sapphire, you know, increase for gamers, you know, their boost clocks and stuff, and slap in a third 8 pin or something for extra overclocking and stuff. But the default model looks like a double 8 pin for a 355 max TDP here. So, you know, the efficiencies are there. We're using less power. We're sticking with standard cabling that everyone's familiar with. It's not like what NVIDIA is going through with melting down people's houses and rigs with their stupid connector that they threw in there. So, yeah, interesting stuff going on here. I don't know. I'm psyched. I'm pumped. Sounds like you guys are pumped. Everyone's pumped here. The 7900 XTX is only 80 to 90% of the full die. What will the pricing be on the 78 and 7700? They came in low. Those may be very good buys. Yeah, they will be. Like, remember, there's not that big of a demand for GPUs right now. We know that's true. Not too many people are demanding. We have the recession looming across everybody here. You know, no one's getting raises out there. Everything's getting expensive. The demand on just toys and games and stuff is very low for people. Whether you're a gamer, even for us miners out there, the profitability is, you know, next to zero. You're losing money mining because of electricity for most of us out there, unless you have very cheap power, break even 6-7 cents. So the demand for GPUs is gone. And AMD knows this. They're a smart company. NVIDIA's a smart company too, but they use their business model in dropping out the 4090 first to try and get, you know, some sales out of it. Now I think they'll probably not get any more sales, and AMD will be getting these sales. And who knows, depending on warranty, people may be returning their 4090s now and just waiting out for these this new AMD brand. That could be a very well thing that's happening as well. But it's going to be interesting to see the benchmarks once they do reveal here. I doubt I'll have one day one. Who knows? Keaton might have one, so we'll be able to fire up a live stream here if he purchases one. I'm sure Dizzy will have some quick hash rates off the get-go there. He didn't have any for the 4090, which was interesting, but I'm sure he'll get his hands on one. We'll see what happens. But yeah, hash rates will be definitely interesting. Now, it's going to be tough to say about the AMD drivers, HiveOS, Windows, and so on for the first couple of weeks. Team Red Miner is going to have to update some stuff. So, you know, it's going to be pretty spotty the first couple of days, but we'll see what happens. Moore's Law is dead, has already confirmed AIB cards will use 3 8-pins. Okay, there we go. So it looks like AIBs, which makes sense. AIBs, they grab the reference model and then they overclock they add more boost clocks and everything in for the gamers. That's an AIB thing. That's what they do. So it makes sense to add an extra 8-pin onto those for sure. Reference cards. Yeah, like they showed there, the reference cards that they did show us within that stream itself, that was double 8-pin, 2 8-pins for that 355 watts XTX, I believe. Is that the high-end model? Yeah, XTX. and then just the XT. Now, what if they release a 7900 XT chip? Now, they probably won't. It doesn't sound like they're going to do that on the CPU side for this gen, but you know, if they did, that's going to get very confusing for a lot of people out there. That gives AIBs room, not like NVIDIA. They gave AIBs nothing to work with. No, exactly. They nothing. 600 watts. Here's our pin layout. Use it. Good luck. Pretty much what happened there. And, you know, EVGA, that's, you know, it's a good thing EVGA probably pulled out of this because they probably seen this coming. They couldn't report anything publicly or something. They probably knew everything that was going on, obviously, and that's why they pulled out of here. They didn't want to deal with the headaches and all the returns and everything that's going on. They just saw NVIDIA, we're out this gen. See you later. Now, I don't know. Did they officially say cut ties, or they just cut ties for the 4000 series? So like they said, it's because it was really early rumored before they initially did it. So maybe they just said, you know what, fix your 5000 series. We'll work with you again next year. Or like I said, maybe they're going to be going to AMD or something. I don't know. They still said they weren't sure if they were going to go to AMD or nothing, if they were just going to do something else. But it'll be interesting. Obviously, they do power supplies and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on there. I heard some AIB cards. Okay, we went through that. 355 watts. Make sure you have decent risers. Cards will probably use 55 watts from PCI Express slots. That's a possibility too, depending how they have their boards and PCBs and everything, you know, in the BIOS, so what it's telling it to do. But yeah, always be prepared. Always be prepared for a riser to pull at least, you know, or I guess the maximum 75 watts. If you're using the A2000s, you could be pulling upwards of 80 to 85 watts or so, especially the shunt modded ones from that riser. So just always just wire everything safely. Expect you to be pulling that amount. Like 5700 XTs have pulled well over 75 watts from the riser. So, you know, just expect a card to do that and wire it accordingly. Would love to see EVGA go Team Red. Yeah, that would be another hurt to NVIDIA. So who would be left for NVIDIA? MSI Gaming, they severely flopped the 3000 series, I feel, especially with the LHR. Like, they broke those MSI gaming GPUs. MSI failed that. They make good motherboards. I like their motherboards, but they failed the GPUs there. No gigabyte GPUs. I have a 670 from a long time ago. I have a couple 3060 Ti's before their LHR. They're still going strong. They're good. Well, they're not on now, but they were great cards for me. But a lot of people report a lot of issues with gigabyte GPUs, AMD side and NVIDIA side. So they don't really have any big, hard-hitting, well-rounded things. EVGA was the go-to. What's the, you know, like what's a good NVIDIA card? You know, EVGA. They have the best fans. They're great. You know, you look at AMD. What's a good AMD card? Sapphire. Like, these are brands we know and go with. These are the ones people go to and flock to when they look for a certain GPU from each brand. Now, NVIDIA lost that with EVGA. So it's going to be interesting. Now, ASUS, you know, some people like them and stuff. But again, you know, EVGA or Sapphire. That was determining what card you always bought. That's what I always look for myself. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Asus Strix is a bit overpriced. Yes, Asus Strix. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Asus Strix would probably take over that from EVGA. They're probably still not as good, but they'll probably the next in line. But yeah, because of it, they're also expensive. They throw in those big, bulky coolers, and half the time in the last gen, they didn't even really work for having those coolers. But even EVGA, I had that 3080 non-LHR GDR6X. Never did the memory pads. Never changed pads in that GPU, and it never throttled. It was always within the 90 degrees mark in the memory. Non-LHR version, remember. Keep that in mind. But yeah, never did the pads in that RTX 3080. Wicked card. EVGA is awesome. Top notch. Oh yeah, the Red Devils, they're pretty good. I was a little disappointed of the Red Devil 5600 XT. Initial thoughts, I was like, this is awesome. They look amazing. You know, it's heavy. It was bulky, well-made GPU. But it was actually warmer than I was expecting it to be compared to like the, you know, 5700s. Like, I think it still ran like 90 degrees at times and stuff. So I don't know. But yeah, Red Devils is another one that's really great in terms of AMD. AMD has some really actual pretty sweet AIBs in terms of cards and just the way their cards look. NVIDIA is kind of lacking that. EVGA was the only good one. I guess, yeah, the Rogue Strix, but there's a lot more better options, it almost seems like, for AMD cards. You have good luck with the top MSI cards. Okay, awesome. I'm not sure what they are then, actually. MSI does make AMD as well as NVIDIA, I'm pretty sure as well. So, yeah. Oh, yes, the Supreme. And who makes the Kingpin? Who makes, is it Ace? No, it's not Ace. Is it maybe? Do they make the Kingpin? Who makes the Kingpin GPU? Because that's a big, bulky, expensive beast. Whatever ones they usually make as well. That's EVGA. Oh, Kingpin was EVGA. Okay. So NVIDIA lost the Kingpin also. Wow. Yeah, that's a blow to NVIDIA. That's definitely a blow to them. Anyway, guys, so that was a great little endeavor there of checking that out. So I do have to get running here. Again, I apologize for not having a video out today. I've been very busy, and I need to get very busy for this whole month, because next month is Christmas and we got to get some extra cash together for Christmas presents and stuff. But I appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream. It was fun. I am actually pumped out for these AMD GPUs. They look pretty sweet here, and it sounds like you guys are as well. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Maybe we'll do a random live stream tomorrow or the next day. We'll see what happens. Actually, we're Thursday, so we'll be going live Saturday for sure. But yeah, thank you for coming, everyone. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.